name is Will and I'm a HeadsUp trainer. HeadsUp is an employment program that's delivered across Essex and it's designed to support people that are experiencing common mental health problems get back into either employment and or training. This session we're going to be looking at resilience and I've called it 6 Keys to Resilience. So what is resilience? Well, a lot of people have heard the word but haven't necessarily had it defined. So it's regarded as the ability to recover from setbacks, to embrace change, and to grow in the face of pressures and threats. Okay, so now we know what resilience is. I'd like to do a little exercise to explore it a little bit further. So for this exercise, you'll need some post-it notes and a pen. And what I'd like you to do is on each individual post-it note, write down where you think resilience comes from. So what I mean by that is, in other words, what factors impact people's resilience. So it could be going for a walk, it could be reading, it could be spending time with friends and family. And note that it'll be different for different people. So it's what factors build your resilience. Great. So I've come up with about 20. What I'd like you to do now is to put them under various headings. So that could be self-care, could be relationship with others, could be doing things out of the house, could be spending time alone. So put them into some headings if you can. Hopefully around 4, 5, or maybe even 6 headings. Okay, you do that. So what I'd like you to do now is to make a label for each one of those headings. And then you're going to attach them to some keys. Now I've got some keys ready, but you can use old house keys or you can cut some keys out of cardboard if you don't have the same sort of keys as me, and then attach them to the keys and then we'll stick them up on the wall. So now you've identified your keys to resilience. And remember, they're individual to individual people. Often people say to someone when they're trying to help them, you should try this. This is what I do to feel good about myself. But actually, you could ask them, what do you do to feel good about yourself? So I'm asking you what you do to feel good about yourself. So now that we've looked further at resilience, I want to emphasize the importance of doing these things on a regular basis and doing as many as possible. I like to think of each item of resilience or each thing that impacts your resilience as an elastic band. Now, if this is my life being held together, it's not being held together very strongly, is it? So I do one thing, like I'll go for a walk, okay? Quite a distance. Now, if I do another thing, like read a book, then it's actually a bit harder for me to pull apart. If I do another thing, like do some meditation, it's harder. And then the more things I do to build my resilience, like the more elastic bands that I use, the harder it is for me to pull apart. Yeah? So one elastic band or one aspect of resilience, look, I can go as far as that. Whereas I've got 4 or 5 there now, and it's actually harder for me to pull apart. So each aspect of resilience is like an elastic band that's keeping you together so you can face setbacks and bounce back from difficult situations. There's lots of research out there that is handling resilience at the moment. And I just want to introduce 6 overall factors to resilience that will more than likely include a lot of the things that you've already said and that I've already covered. Number 1 is a sense of purpose, like goals, aspirations, things to look forward to. Number 2 is having a positive mental attitude. How do you think about things that go on in your life? Have a positive approach, positive mental attitude. Not being naive, just being positive. Number 3, and it's a really important one, is connecting with others. Whether that be going out with them, connecting on the phone, by Zoom, by Skype, connection with others is another important factor. Number 4 is determination. And what I mean by that is when you face a difficult situation, it's the ability to be able to carry on going. So you know what? I'm not going to see this as a barrier or an obstacle. I'm going to carry on going. I'm determined. Number 5 is a bit like determination. It's about taking control. Taking control of your thoughts, taking control of yourself, taking control of the situations that you're in, has you feel more empowered, feel more confident, and feel more resilient. And finally, number 6 is looking after yourself. That's physically, emotionally, and mentally taking care of yourself so that you can handle difficult and stressful situations. So there you have it. There's our 6 keys to resilience. Now, there's lots of things out there on the internet. You can look up our website and there'll be links below that you can click on to find further resources that can help you become clear, confident, and calm.